Salam Kongsi Majlis. Salam hormat dan salam sejahtera. Saya Uwi dari bahagian teknologi pendidikan. Okay, I would like to talk about instructional strategies in developing learning site. Okay, the term instructional design refers to the systematic and reflective process of translating principles of learning and instruction into plans for instructional materials, activities, information resources, and evaluation. Instructional design, or ID, is based upon a scholarly field of understandings about teaching and learning, integrating many learning theories, different types of connective models, and various learning events that match both the learner and the instructor. The ID is a process or plan that a teacher develops to apply instruction theory to ensure that the design of a learning environment or a learning event leads to quality learning outcomes. In the other words, instructional design is the process of deciding on the best teaching methods to bring about changes in students' knowledge and skills. Significantly, the selection of an instructional strategies is part of an overall process of instructional design. A well-designed generative instructional strategies as part of an instructional design motivates the learner to actively make connection between what the learner already knows and the new information. Okay, virtual learning allows students to learn anywhere, at any time, and in any circumstances. Hence, there is a need to develop these learning sites for primary school children as a first step. Thus, the learning site developed must comply with the instructional strategies and meet the element so that it is able and capable of delivering the school curriculum that have been set. And learning seems to be affected more by what is delivered than by the delivery medium. Therefore, the challenge for developing learning sites is to devise ways to incorporate the most effective and innovative instructional strategies in sites delivered over internet. So this paper aims to identify a set of instructional strategies to be applied in developing learning sites in virtual learning environments (VLE) through an analysis of existing literature. The dig and carry model is based on reductionist model of breaking instruction down into 10 smaller components. Instruction is specifically targeted on the skills and knowledge to be taught and supplies the appropriate conditions for the learning of these outcomes. Accordingly, it is important to realize that instructional strategies play a significant role in developing learning sites in VLE. A learning site developer should be able to create the learning activities that will transfer and reinforce the skills and knowledge formulated in the performance objective as well as the sequence, the learning content in the order that will provide the best learning environment. Okay, this is an overview of instructional strategies. A developer of a learning site creates the learning objective or task to achieve the ideal learning outcome due to the learner's knowledge needs by designing instruction. For that, the developer needs to be consider what instructional strategies they may use to help the learner reach the objective. These are components of instructional strategies have been listed. The simple to complex sequence of instruction and learning is more learner-centered and less teacher or content-centered. This method allows the proper scope and sequence of connected chunks of instruction within simulation, problem-based learning, situated learning science. Okay, for the first one, scoping structure. Considering question of context and intent helps to set priorities and make the purpose of the learning and teaching experience clear to all those interested and involved in the learning experience. This phase positions topic in the broader context of students' educational development. It establishes the needs for and a broad intent of the topic and help to identify where the topic fits within learning site design. The key questions in scoping are: first, what do we know about the context of the topic? Where does the topic fit in the course context? Why is the topic needed? What do our students need? What should the topic do? What is its educational aim? The outcome of scoping and analysis is an informed decision about the needs for the topic. Scoping is concerned with what to teach, not when to teach it. It focuses on the nature of the content to be taught. Scoping requires decision about what the learner needs and what's to learn. Developers should select the right content in the design. In the meantime, set the point of the needs and goal analysis so that learners will able to achieve the right learning outcome. So there are two sequencing strategies. Sequencing requires the developer to make decisions about how to group and order content. There are some factors when sequencing make a difference to the success of instructional design. First, the strength of the relationship between the topics. Second, the size of learning event. Usually when topics are closely related as the size of the course increases, so does the importance of sequencing because most learners will have a tough time organizing improperly sequenced topic. The sequencing is critical if it took more than a couple of hours to learn each topic. The relationships between the topics is important to design a sequenced learning event. Good relationship between topics means there is a need for care and attention to module sequencing. Okay, for the first one, topical sequencing. A topic is taught to whatever level of competency or understanding is required to reach the learning goal that have been set. Before teaching, move to the next topic. In this case, learners can focus on what topic and learn it deeply without skipping to another topic. All materials are used at one time. Second one, spiral sequencing. For spiral sequencing, learners master a topic gradually in several passes. Learners learn the basics of one topic and move on to another topic. They even can choose topics. The movement continues until mastery is reached for all topics. There is a built-in synthesis and review process. Cycling back to an earlier topic provides a review. Interrelationship between topics may help the learner learn similar approaches within different topics in quick sequence, for example, as topic A, B, and C. As for conclusion, the instructional strategies framework discussed is clearly a work in progress. However, additional principles will be added as the learning site in BLE continue to develop and evolve. The possibilities for application of the instructional strategies framework are only limited by the creativity and energy of the instructional designers. Once such a perspective is adopted, instructional developers can incorporate the key elements that are needed in developing quality learning site in BLE. That's all for me. Thank you.